That'll be a starter motor problem as well, maybe. Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. We've just come out for a bit of a drive to check out this vehicle for Tom. It's an 05 Hilux, 340,000 Ks, and now that he's got problems, he's probably done a bit of searching around on Google, found me, and here we are having a look at it for him. You can see that he hasn't been following for long because you can see the catch can over there in the corner, and the extra fuel filter. Recent additions from last year when he purchased the vehicle, about a year ago, something like that. So from that tapping noise you heard, unfortunately, I think that's the typical bit of engine damage there, and I will suspect it's got a blocked oil pickup. 340,000 Ks, it may have, most likely have the original injectors in there because people just don't know about it. You can see all the old corroded pipes. You know, the engine's in that sort of pretty dirty condition, could do with a good clean up. But obviously long overdue for injectors and stuff like that, and you really need to understand the problem, what causes this. Now I could be wrong, we've got some checks to do. We're going to put it on the diagnostic and have a look at the readings and see. My suspect would be it'll be adding fuel at number 1 and subtracting fuel at number 2. I haven't even plugged the scan tool in yet, so we're going to do that, and that'll sort of confirm. It's not, you know, it's nothing's absolute. It's again using the experience. That sound, we've heard that before. Then number 2, we'll have a look at the ratings, and then, you know, it could be a whole lot worse actually. If the injector's original, it could be plus or minus 5s all over the joint. But blow by, the seat of the injector, at the bottom of the injector where it's seated down, those seats don't last forever. Technically, they are supposed to be changed every 40,000 Ks by the book, Toyota procedure. As you know, we don't recommend that. They last about 150 to 200,000 Ks, usually fairly safely. A few variables to that. You need to watch all the videos if you want to understand. We've got a playlist called Injector Information. It's got a picture, you know, the playlist, injectors, the seats, talking about the seats, how long they last, over and over again. If you watch all those videos, you'll get really good at it. So what happens, you know, the seats leak. Short story, the engine gets starved in oil. The oil pickup on this one is probably blocked. So what we'll do next, we'll get that scan tool and we'll have a look and see what we're looking at as far as injector health goes. Alright, let's start it up and see what the readings are. So not exactly what I thought, the adding fuel on 1 and subtracting 2, just adding on 1 and 2. Subtracting at the other end at number 4, so that could mean nothing. Let's go and have a look at the load reading. That gives us a really good idea of how flogged the injectors are. Calculate load, look at that, 33%. That is absolutely off its head. So the injectors are definitely flogged. The engine could be flogged as well. So step by step, there's checks we need to do to confirm what's going on here. Usual readings we look at. Actually, I went one too far. See the injection volume as well. Up the top there, around 16. It's up there. Don't worry about the feedback file jumping around. Plus, minus, up, down. That's what they normally do. Completely bizarre on the Euro 3s. So I suspect resistance up the front of the engine. See how number 1's adding fuel, and 2, 3 and 4 are subtracting fuel. Pilot 1 and 2, usual sort of readings. Actually, pilot 2 is off its head. They're both off their heads. Remember, they're normally about 430, so that's not usual, that's off its head. Main injection period completely kaput, kaflooey, whatever you want to call it, up around 900. And go and have a look at the timing if you like, but it's all not quite right either. But the main thing I wanted to look at was those feedback values. to see if I could get adding fuel at 1 and subtracting at 2, or subtracting at the rest, is pretty consistent with a resistance, some wear, probably in the whole engine, particularly in number 1 seems to be the one that goes up that end. I suspect a blocked oil pickup. To be clear, this is not a cracked piston. When it's a cracked piston, the engine will rock around all over the joint, and you've seen our other videos where you take the cap off and it'll chook at about that consistency. This is not a cracked piston. You hear that loud tapping noise, get used to it. If you hear that noise, I'm pretty confident that's your engine. It's all over Red Rover. So to confirm that, the next step is dropping the oil. We've got videos on checking, search our channel for check the oil pickup, blocked oil pickup, stuff like this. It's all there in the playlist. It's all there, all the older videos. We'll go through it again in more detail in some more videos soon. But you need to, when you change your oil, I know most people are going, yeah, we know that. Well, look, obviously a lot of people don't, because this is still happening. There was someone posted up a video on one of our Facebook groups the other day where he's picked up the vehicle from Gray's Online, Gray's Auctions, whatever. That's where you got to be careful. Obviously got it cheap, put injectors into it. He heard that noise, he thought that was injectors, and put injectors into it. Well, that's kind of a waste of time. That's why you got to watch all these videos, subscribe, turn the bell on, watch them each day as they come out. It's only 10 minutes of your life, so you don't waste your time, because, you know, probably your second biggest investment. We just want to help people avoid this sort of situation. It's probably an engine. I can probably provide some more information later after we confirm. As I said, next step is get it up in the air, whatever, drop the oil out, and then check that oil pickup. All you need to do is shine a light in the oil drain hole once the oil's finished draining, and you'll see the oil pickup. It'll either be clear and shiny or black and blocked up. If it's blocked up, well, you know, if this hasn't happened to your engine yet, then you need to clean it. You need to pull your injectors, as a minimum, reseat them, most likely replace them. Yeah, all the information's in the other videos, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, subscribe, turn the bell on both channels, Full Before Diesel and Full Before Adventures. Please give us a thumbs up if this is going to help you. We want to help you avoid this damage. We've got another video there in a playlist, that 2007 120 Prado. There's a series of 7 or 8 videos. I suggest you watch them. It's basically, that story is exactly what this story will be, and there's others like it, but there's no point us repeating ourselves, doing a whole series of videos when that one's there. So check it out. Bada bing. If I've got anything else, I'll add it to the video or the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.